How's it going, YouTube? DM Tombstone Belts here with a shocking DM Tombstone live for you guys. You're probably thinking, why am I doing that this time if I should be at work? Well, luckily today is a holiday, President's Day for us, but I think it's a Canadian holiday to my Canadian people. That's why I'm off work today. I'm thinking, since today is President's Day, I thought why not watch an okay movie starring Daniel Day-Lewis, Lincoln. Normally I would probably play a game, like Minecraft and continue on with my project of certain thing. But I thought, why not get a break? Also, special news: my stones came in, so that means later on today, probably after I've done this stream, well, DreamWorks, Touchstone, and 20th Century Fox, which now all except I think DreamWorks is all. Hey Pez, how are you? I didn't catch you yesterday. How are you, man? Glad to see you're here. That's weird. I didn't get a notification you were on today. Have you run my notification bell? If you have ring, make sure you. Yeah, I missed yesterday. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You are part of my channel. And you enjoy what I like. But first off, let me get this stuff out of the way. And you know when I do DM Tombstone Live, it's unsanctioned, uncensored. Anything that happens. Try to keep it family friendly as possible. And if you are enjoying what I do, please to make sure to like the video because I'll be keeping track of the icon above me up there. Obviously, I see it. You guys don't. But as well. And if you enjoy what I'm doing, and if you're new to my channel, want to know what I'm all about, especially all the bad boys right behind me. Check out my main channel of nearly over 650 some videos. I have notifications turned on. Okay, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, and as well ring that notification bell so you guys be notified. I'm nearly around 840 subscribers. Let's try to get myself to 900, guys. Hey, Jim. I'm Dale Crover, OG. My name's not Jim. How's everyone enjoying today? Obviously, tonight, Monday Night Raw, and many other things. See how they build up for Elimination Chamber? Uh, Today I got my stones in the mail. So I think this is the last set of stones I gotta do for my undisputed title. Then my belt will be 100% fully restoned with cubic zirconias. Yeah, so I got, here we go, some size 10mm stones right there. As you can see, this is gonna go to restoning my final set of stones on this undisputed title. All the ones you can see, probably if the camera picked up from the different shade of color that I'm gonna remove, drill out some holes, and then set the stones in, let it dry, and then it'll all be done. You think WWE will lower their prices for WrestleMania? I hope so. Because God forbid I want to drop a good stack just to get even up to the nosebleeds. That's kind of stupid. Today, now I gotta go check the mail again. It's on the undisputed title. Watch Monday Night Raw tonight on Netflix. My question to you guys. But since now we've seen that Braun Breaker is now out on an injury, let's just question what is next for matches at WrestleMania? Because they were probably setting up for Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins when he returns, because he'd probably be cleared by the time for WrestleMania. But now, since Braun is out from a major surgery because he had a, I think it said something about a hernia, he'll be out for indefinitely. He probably will miss WrestleMania. Would it lead to maybe Seth Rollins facing someone else from the division, like Logan Paul? Well, Logan Paul was talking about facing Bad Bunny at WrestleMania, so he may be out. Maybe Austin Theory or Bronson Reed. guys. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Sad part was ticket prices were like $25 for WrestleMania 1. Now we need a second mortgage on our house to go. Yeah, that is real stupid. Well, then again, it also depends on what seating. If you're talking about front row seats, yeah, good luck for that. What's the next, like the cheapest one would be like a couple $100? Yeah, definitely harder for people today now to go to WrestleMania. So they're the only the richest of the rich can, which the amount of price they're asking for a ticket is just like a equivalent to $100 to us. They can just toss that and then go to see a wrestling event. Hopefully they'll change their ways soon, because if not, eventually they're gonna have the fans boycott WWE and UFC and all that. Maybe not boycott UFC yet, but they'll start boycotting WWE first. I wish I still had my ticket stub. Oh, yeah, I gotta say that's probably valuable now. Check there, the first ticket. I mean, a ticket stub from the first WrestleMania. That'd definitely be something. I lost all my ticket stubs and only have some left. So yeah, I still got a couple of my ticket stubs from when I went to SmackDown, Raw, and all them. But then I start. But then when I start getting tickets, I got them. Like I don't have them physical. I started using virtual tickets stubs, and that's the part that I don't like the most. I wish they would have kept some of the actual physical stubs, like for Hell in a Cell and that. Sometimes you gotta deal with what you gotta deal with. least some of the ticket stuff that you said maybe some form of importance has. I mean, if they're from the like 80s and 90s at that time, they probably still have more value than anything else in the collection. That's it. Who could say they own a ticket stub from like SummerSlam of like 1990 or in the 80s? Like most people barely keep hold of stuff like that. And those things can be worth big money now because it's part of an historical event. Say you can only go there once, but at least keeping of something that was from there could be valued more. Well, I won't say prices because after all, it is just a sporting event. It will be worth big bucks. Yeah, so now just removing the stock stones here. Here's the stock stone from the from the WWE Championship. It's a flat back plastic crap. Removing some of this goop shit. Stone is. I haven't been to a televised wrestling event since ECW 1996, 1997. Only been to a couple of local wrestling shows in my area. Oh, now it's almost impossible to go to WWE events now since their so prices are so damn high. Exactly. Definitely would hate. I wouldn't mind going because I've been to a Hell in a Cell. I've been to a SummerSlam when it was here in Detroit a couple years ago. It was a great event to go to. I saved up and took time off work to go see it, to be at that event. But to think now that if WrestleMania ever came back to Detroit, I don't even know if I would even have a chance to go with the prices they have. Speaking of, since you're here, let's see if you know a bit about wrestling history. Speaking of ECW, I was talking about this last stream, but you want to hear about it, so let's do this. When ECW was revived back in around 2006, 2007, when John Cena lost his WWE Championship to RVD, the next night on ECW, not only that RVD was the WWE Champion, but Paul Heyman awarded him. It's good that you like near a major city like Detroit. This May you could see major shows when they come near you. Yeah, definitely. So anyway, here's the bit of a quiz thing. So the night when Rob Van Dam was on ECW as the WWE champion, Paul Heyman awarded him the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, true or false? When he awarded him the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, the belt he awarded him was actually a replica belt since the current holder of the real belt, Rhino, refused to give it up. True or false? I'll say that's true since Rhino was the last ECW champion. Indeed, it was true. So when he was awarded the title, they couldn't get the title from Rhino. As well, Rhino held the actual and a real ECW TV title as well, or at least I think he did, since he was a last. Hard to tell about that one. With him, in the midst of his reign, he was told he was going to drop. He had to drop the WWE title on a Monday, and on Tuesday he would have to drop the title to the Big Show, his ECW title to the Big Show, because he was being punished for a certain thing. And what was that thing? Probably failed the drug testing. Well, that, but as well, because he got pulled over by the police on the way to a show and was charged with possession of paraphernalia. So due to that, I really likes his weed. Who does not? I'm just kidding, guys. I don't smoke. I don't smoke marijuana. All that. I try to live a clean life from drugs. Well, RVD does like his weed. Probably him and as well Charles Wright, the Godfather. They're both pro 420 on that. They're for cannabis. Yeah. But did you hear as well that on now exclusively to Euroshop, Pez, they brought back the big Silver Phoenix ECW Championship belt. It's only for the Euro shop, but if it's on Euro shop, there's a chance it may come back to the regular WWE shop, and hopefully they improved on it because my big silver I was pre-owned, so I bought it. I was looking up to find one, but the older versions, like the Figs Inc. versions of the ECW title, I don't know. What do they use to chrome plate the belts? When they start to tarnish, they turn to like a pinkish color to certain areas, and my ECW belt's starting to have that problem. And as well, I think the WWE logo is a bit crooked, where they straighten it on the newer version. Do you like the version you have more than the original version? What do you mean? Of the ECW belts? You mean the big silver compared to that version, Pez? Because as I was saying, I do like them both equally. Maybe I do like the original ECW title a little bit more than the big silver. Because the big silver, it doesn't say EC. It doesn't like it doesn't have that vibe of ECW. Even with WWE owning ECW, it's just a it's just like a ECW light type of feel to it. And I'm not a fan of that. Sorry about that, folks. I like the early version better, definitely. Or is or was Eastern Championship Wrestling? Oh, that version. Well, there was also the original version of the ECW title that Terry Funk and Raven held. It was before that the version I owned. It had like a big globe on it with the red ECW logo on it. See footage when Shane Douglas wins the NWA Championship, throws it away in favor of the ECW Championship. Yeah, definitely. What he said about all those that held the great NWA Championship, he said they could all kiss his ass, threw the title down, and he rewarded that ECW Championship. And that's when it all went to ECW, became extreme. Then again, I remember when they talked about Karrion Kross saying he wanted to bring ECW back into the WWE, even if it's for a little time. Nothing to say. I feel like if anything, they should bring back ECW, but now it's just a figment of the past. Because now ECW has been dead for almost nearly 20 years now. Or to bring it back, he would have to buy the rights to the name. What, Karrion Kross? Well, no, he was begging WWE to bring it back because they own the rights to the names and all that. I mean, imagine to bring back ECW. People enjoyed what I mean. People still chanting ECW every time they go into Philadelphia. ECW was a revolution. It did. They had things called Extreme Rules matches for a long time. Now it's, I mean, they don't call those type of matches Extreme Rules matches anymore. Not since what 2010. Nowadays, it's all no holds barred or no disqualifications and all that type of stuff. Hi, Larry. Larry Duck. Hi, Larry Duck. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. WWE owns the copyright, I believe. Yeah, they do own the copyrights. But now Karrion Kross is no longer part of WWE. definitely say it's cool that they brought back the big silver in the Euro shop. And you normally think when they bring stuff back in the Euro shop, it definitely comes to the regular WWE shop. And they'll probably be selling the big silvers up in the superstore at WrestleMania 42 in Vegas. Now I seen they also given the belt a curve as well. A lot better than the original Big's Inc. version where it was flat as a pancake. I might lose you for a minute. I'm going to switch over to TV and basement. Okay, no problem, Pez. Still got a little bit of time. We're going on for about 38 minutes now. Gonna do a few things here and there. Just give me a second, folks. There we go. All right, there we are. Yeah, just remove the remaining stock stones on here. So we got 6 on the smaller W, and I got 14 on the bigger W. So that's about 20 stones I gotta work with. Welcome back, Hez. Yeah, just been doing a bit of a clean down on my belt here. Just removing the stones on this belt, as you can see. Larry Doc. Hi, Larry Doc. Welcome to the live stream, Larry. I went on for about 47 minutes. I'm going to go for a little bit longer before I end the stream. I know once I get this one, yeah, today I'm going to have that thing. Been watching that WWE series on Netflix. Have you watched it? Oh, Unreal. Uh, I'll try to get to start watching it when I can. Just right now, I've been real busy on stuff, with life, work, and other things. But I know I would probably start watching it a little bit later on today, probably after I've done this stream. Get to watching that, see how I feel about that, give my opinion after. It's good, but I'm old school. I don't want to know how everything works. Well, that's probably for people that are not into being like a wrestler. Like for me, I did backyard wrestling. When I did backyard wrestling, I had to know all the tricks and all the books. So it's one thing to learn about the outcomes and all that, but when you want to know, when you want to be surprised by it, all means, yeah, I definitely like that. Like certain things, like for me, I was old school about the streak. I feel like the streak should have never ended. But when you see eventually it had to end sooner or later, when you have that where you gotta give back to the fans, yes, definitely one day you had to end the streak. But to me, I feel like the streak should have stayed alive a little bit longer. If anything, Brock should have not even broken it. If anything, Undertaker should have been 26-1. As far as I know. It's like going to a magic show and then revealing all the magic tricks work. It's just, I just want to join the show. Yeah, definitely. But then again, if you want to know, but as well, there's another thing. If you like, you look it up on YouTube called "Greatest Wrestling Secrets Revealed." How they reveal how the moves are done and all this stuff. Like that's another thing too. And I heard Harley Race actually was part of that show and actually revealed as well. But yeah, give me one moment. All right. And this is you're probably wondering how am I going to drill up all the said diamonds into those areas where the flatbacks were. Well, this is the go-to tool, my drill bit. And I'm going to take my drill out as well. Most people like have milling machines or stuff like that where they can drill into the plates and be accurate. But when you don't have that type of money or type of things like I don't, you gotta do it the old-fashioned way with the good old fashion power drill. Set that down for now. But yeah, once I drill the holes in this belt and put the stones in and let it dry, I'll eventually have this belt completely fully restoned, which will make what, my 18th, maybe 19th belt fully restoned. And in the first belt to be fully restoned with cubic zirconias. And then after that, maybe contact Random in Need for a send-out strap. This definitely would go better on a send-out strap with the Velcro fasten. Set this down on the floor. That's the one thing I don't like about MJF. He is that character outside of the ring. Kayfabe is alive and well with him. People line up for his autograph and he just insults them. Well, that's why I'm saying most people live that kayfabe vibe. I've been old school people like Undertaker. He's still trying to get out of that vibe of being the kayfabe. He still barely talks to people. I mean, now he does a podcast and all that type of stuff, but he still has that hint of being the Undertaker. Like some people are old school like him, they'll never break kayfabe, and they'll never break kayfabe, and stay like that to the day they die or behind closed doors. Just like some people I talk, like several wrestlers I chat with, like Jerry the King Lawler. To me, he's the exact same as he is inside and outside the ring. When I chatted with him, he's an okay guy. Jerry is just Jerry through and through. He's just being himself. That's about is that kayfabe or that? No, it's just him being him. And some things maybe they will keep to themselves, but the way they act sometimes, like inside and outside the ring, that's just them being them. I wasn't a big fan about WWE of the WWE logo belt, but there's something about the gold one you have. Oh, you talk about this? I mean, to me, I like the old school versions better. I mean, even though they keeping this design, they just update it every now and then. Originally, the title was like that, and then they add the gold with the black diamonds in the logo. It's still the exact same design, just a little change here and there. And we're not sure how long this design is going to last. Maybe it'll last another 5 years or so. Who knows? So they change it again. But then again, speaking of like the heavyweight title, Pez, you always favored the crumb rind style Big O, right? You're not a big fan of the WWE's version, or let alone the current version of the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, that one looks prestigious as all hell. I'll give it that. It looks beautiful, but nothing beats the old classic style of a big gold belt design. I wasn't crazy about the first one, including the red and blue, but there's something about the gold one. It pops. It's probably because of the like pattern design in the gold background that makes the logo pop out more. Then again, I think it's what the original version of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship would have looked like with if they when they combined the big scratch logo and the big gold together. Could have had the gold pattern behind the logo with that. I think that was the original concept, but then when they decided to when they needed to turn the two titles into one, definitely they went back to the old school vibe. Fine. I just prefer the original. Yeah, I definitely would say so because some people are classic. They grew up with those type of belts. Like for me, I grew up with the little with 2 years of the winged eagle before they switched it to the big eagle, and then the undisputed, then the spinner. I remember growing up watching the big eagle being defended, and then as well sometimes seeing Eddie Guerrero being the undisputed WWE champion, and watching more when John Cena brought out the spinner belt. But then when I became like a teenager, and that's when I seen they came out with that scratch logo and the network logos that they have today. I just still vibe back to the original with the big gold and the spinner belt because that was the stuff I had when I was a kid. I thought the Big Eagle was great, but it wasn't a fan of the Oval IC title. Definitely when I would definitely agree to a certain point. I think the Oval IC depending on the version of it. Like there's three versions: the block WWF logo version, the scratch WWF version, and the scratch WWE version. To me, I like the favor of the original block logo version when it came to the because of the fact that it was on a purple strap, it looked beautiful. But I do like the classic Reggie IC version of the title. And as well, we talk about US titles. Obviously, no one cares much, give two shits about the spinner title. And of course, we got the current US title, which now I have mine on a real leather strap. Looks beautiful as all hell. Yeah, right back there with Stitch and Squirtle. I wonder what Stitch is leaning. As well, like the current IC title. It's, I mean, it's good to add blue to it now because without that blue, it just looked like a stereotypical one. Was the turnaround time for the WCW Cruiserweight title you got from Muhammad Tala? Oh, it was at least within 2 weeks, depending on. It was within at least 2 weeks. So far as that, Rocky. I just ordered mine from him. Yeah, it was within at least 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, and at least you always keep him updated on what the progress is and all that, and he'll ship it out just as well. I say once he ships it out, it'll probably be in the week, depending on where you are in your location from him, and also how he delivers it to you. Yeah, well, that's good because I said give him a shout out to tell him that I give him a shout out to Muhammad Tala Belts because I tell you the truth, guy. He does great quality work, especially with that WCW Cruiserweight. I love that belt. And I guess you probably do enjoy it so much that you got yours ordered from him as well. Tell him that DM Tombstone Belt sent you. The current U.S. title looks fine. I wasn't a fan of the previous ones. I like the WCW version and versions from the 80s. Well, yeah, I do agree for that. The one that the current one replaced, it was just basically a giant U.S. flag as a belt. I mean, come on. That's what that is. A giant U.S. flag for a belt. The European title, I mean, come on. It at least had a globe, and it wasn't like it didn't. It has flags on it to represent Europe, but it wasn't just one big ass flag as a main plate. In the WCW version, like depending on if you want it, I mean, you prefer the three plate version or the 5 plate version? Because I own the 5 plate. Well, technically six since it has the WCW US Championship property plate on it. I mean, would you prefer this like that version or the 3 plate version? I like the European title. I like it too. I know I want to try to get mine replaced because the strap is starting to fall apart. It's real bad leather. May want to hit up some of my guys again and get that one replaced and have the painted done properly on it. And then, yeah, maybe I send out that another belt to another time I reach a certain landmark. But yeah, it's for you guys. Well, anyway, before I go out the outro, I have the 5 plate version of the WCW US title. Oh yeah, so do I. And I do say I want to know if the 3 plate version. If I should even get a 3 plate version of the belt. Maybe down the line I will, but I ain't till for a while. But it's time to do the outro right now. So we're going on for almost an hour now. So I gotta get going to drill the holes out this plate, and then put the stones in and let it dry. Yeah, my throat's getting a little dry. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being a part of this live stream. Thank you for all the likes, and thank you. Shout outs to Pez guys. Check out his channel, showing off some of his wrestling belt collection, including one he got from me. He was a former belt giveaway winner. The block logo light heavyweight title. Uh, I want to also give shout outs to Dex, shout outs to Stephen Hammer, STEPHEN Hammer, who does belt related videos on his channel as well. And Dex, he does live streams on his channel. And if you're new to my channel, want to know more about these belts, check out my main channel, about 650 some videos on there. Recent one being the Road to WrestleMania Choose About contest. Make sure you comment below and vote on which one you want me to make, because I'm going to make it right after WrestleMania 42. I'm going to announce the winner in the video of the WrestleMania 42 Aftermath video. And that. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I'll catch you next weekend, probably Sunday if you're on. Oh, yeah, yeah. Is Pez gone? Oh, yeah, Ram, how you are? Wow, actually, Pez here. Maybe we could go on for maybe another little half. Oh, nope. Well, well, Pez, I am here finally. Well, you two are here. How about I go on for another half hour? You guys think? How about we give another half hour since you're both on here? I'm here. Yeah. So, what do you guys think? Maybe we should do another half hour. Think so? I want to watch the game. Oh, you want Halo? Hey guys, my nephew just showed up here, so I'm gonna probably wait a little bit and go. What are you watching? I was watching Lincoln with Daniel Day Lewis, Tommy Lee Jones, and those figures. Yeah, but I got my nephew here now wants to play a game, so we'll go on for a little while. I know I'll get to this later a bit. Yeah. Since you're here, guys, it's time for some yeah, I'm gonna try. Is there a belt that you just would never buy, or maybe if it was free? Belt that I would never buy. Well, I don't know. I wonder why it ain't working. Try it one more time. Hold on, guys. reset the. Maybe it's probably because the fact I don't know why. Raw and SD getting worse nowadays. Unbearable to watch, probably. But a belt that I would never buy, even if it was free. Well, if I already own that belt, definitely would not buy it again. Yeah, we're working on it. Good. Hold on 1 second, guys. Nowadays, I don't even remember what I watched in Raw. Definitely would agree with that, but let's say like versions of a belt I won't own. Let's say like if I, because I was thinking if I already own like the undisputed, if it don't matter if it's a version one or version two, I won't buy the other version. Say like now I own the version one, I would not own the version two since I already bought the darn thing once. No, like the intercontinental titles, say like the classic version. Since I own a network logo version, I know how hard it is to find as well the scratch logo version of it. Oh, well, let's see if this works. 1 minute. Let's see if this thing works first, kiddo. And there's another one like the cruiserweight title. Hit on that. Yeah, it works. You still want to play the Lego Batman game? I guess I'm gonna play that. Would you never buy the Jeff Hardy belt? You talk about like the TNA World Immortal belt. Well, I may if I get into buying TNA belts, but like I said I got already a lot of them in my collection. Yeah. Did you press the start button? There you go. What do you mean, Aria? I didn't like why Carmelo and Dragon love each other so much. What the hell are you talking about, Iram? They don't love each other. One second, guys. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Personally, I wouldn't mind Von Evans become U.S. champ. I wouldn't buy that either. Oh, the MFT and Wyatt six storyboard. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if that came to an end, but yeah. Devon Evans, that new guy. I mean, he was part of NXT in that. Oh, we played the game for him. There you go. Definitely. Yeah, you are. Yeah, definitely. WWE's not been the same ever since. You know, since the retirement of the Undertaker. To me, WWE has not been the same. And now about John Cena and them, definitely a change. Oba Femi's also good. Yeah, but the way he marches out, I've seen all those memes now. Rocco versus Oba Femi. Oh yeah, that would definitely be a good battle. Literally be like, as they say, it's Godzilla versus King Kong type of vibe to it. But with Oba Femi, when he comes out doing this strut, that march thing, I've seen a meme of that on Instagram about someone posted the song Funky Town to the beat and how he marches to the beat. It looks so ridiculous. You need to get up there? Let me see what we need to do. Sorry about that. Right, to be honest, I like to watch LA Knight versus BL. Who? No, this ain't. These those aren't bad guys. Oh, it's the flood. Go up. Oh, this way. Yeah, and now and you don't have your power sword either. Get off lane. Sorry about it, guys. Jacob Fatu is not. Oh, what happened? Fatu is not an EC. It's disappearing. It's disappointing. Oh yeah. Oh, and that shiver. Yeah. I think they're building up to where it's gonna be like a form of a triple threat match between Cody, Jacob, and Drew McIntyre for the title. Because I feel like Jacob Fatu deserves that shot at the title at Drew McIntyre. I definitely say it would be disappointing. Yeah, grab that sword. Swap your. Wait. Now, get your other gun back. What are you doing? Swap it with that. Since that's out of ammo, swap it with that. There you go. Now, where are you going? Don't waste your. Hey, that's your good guy. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I don't know how I'm still watching WWE. Definitely. I mean, yeah, I've been watching it since early '90s. I mean, late '90s. So I'm definitely a fan for life. You know, it's gonna get worse and worse. You gotta fight them off. Can't go that way. You'll die. Now you gotta get up. Yeah. 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 Hold on. Oops. Definitely. Hold on 1 second. Oh, you got a new subscriber. That's good. I just hope Gunther doesn't retire Brock Lesnar. That's when I call BS. I would definitely agree with that. Most I saw that. Or overrated, they say. Definitely overrated one. Yeah, overrated or not, he's still a good. Okay. What are you doing? First year for me in WWE would probably be somewhere around 94, 95 maybe. Well, I wasn't around at that time. Cousin Carl, 87 hits. Great performance with your mama. Amazing. In the RV. It was rocking back and forth. What the hell are you talking about, Cousin Carl? Movies. Man, they all talk that. Cousin Carl don't talk that crap about me and my family. Oh, this year for me was 2019, 2020, and 2025. Like worst years to watch WWE. I would say definitely around them, or 2014 for me. Real worst year for me. What are you doing? You gotta fight those things. I have idea. All right. Let's get moving. Let's go. He ain't gonna move. He's gonna wait there. Yeah, you gotta go back there. Maybe during the pandemic or no audience. Definitely another worst one because it's raw. Hard to get hyped up when there was nobody there and yet they were just wrestling to no noise or that, or they added sound effects to it, make it sound like there's people there. And the Thunderdome era. Yeah. Is winter over? I'm not sure if it's over, but it is getting definitely getting warmer here. Gotta fire at those aliens. They're killing you. Gotta take on those things. You can't get out of there. You gotta kill them. Now the robots are attacking you. Well, you can't just hide from them the whole time. They'll kill you. You're overheated. Yeah, winter's still here. And it's snowing here earlier today. Well, it ain't snowing here. Most of it's warm enough to where it's starting to melt, so that's a good thing. Well, how about this? How about a little bit of quiz time, see if you guys know about this. It was back in the around, I think it was 2006 or 2007. Not sure which one. I think it was 2007. Before WrestleMania 23, Bobby Lashley was in a match with five other competitors. It was an Elimination Chamber match for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship with Big Show, RVD, CM Punk, Hardcore Holly, and Test. Bobby Lashley won the title, and what was the name of the pay-per-view that he won that title from? See if you guys know that one. See if you guys know that. It's a little bit of a quiz time, guys. What was the name of the pay-per-view that Bobby Lashley won his first ECW World title? You don't know? What about you, Pez? Do you remember? you. That's not me texting that over and over. I didn't even see what you were texting over and over. I don't think you're supposed to go up there. You're going the wrong way. You got an answer, Pez? What was the name of the pay-per-view? Don't hit him. He's a good guy. He's probably stuck. Don't let your guys die. You gotta help him out. You're being shot at. There you go. That's impossible for us. I don't know that one. Well, well, you remember this December to dismember? That was the answer. Now it's impossible for Australia to go Super 8 stage. Yeah, definitely would say that. Check out the animals. All right. Yeah, there was also, I remember that name. Yeah, it was one of the ECW when they revived ECW. One of their pay-per-views. Do you watch cricket? Hard to watch any cricket unless you're in the UK or that, or you're just a big fan of that kind of stuff. You only gotta take out the robots, the ones that are shooting the lasers at you. Behind you. Yeah, they're up above you, and they're shooting you. You have to start blasting all around them. You don't fall down. You're not falling. You're not gonna fall down if you're on the platform, but they keep blasting you. Here, let me see. See, you keep. Oh. Dang it! Made me grip further. Or Vincent there. Oh, take. As I watch on the back end. Take this with you. I want to keep this sword. Yeah. I only want it. This weapon's better because you'll run out of ammo with that one and you can't reload it. This one you can gather up ammo for. And sword's also a good one too. Oh, we gotta shoot those things up. Play Lego Batman. We're almost through there. See? Oh. I think we still got one guy left. It's 1:32 p.m. Oh yeah. I think we are right where we need to be. We know where that is. More bots. Take them out. All right. Is that our phone? Hey, can you watch Free WB on your phone? I can watch it on my phone. Yeah. Wait, we're not done yet. I ended up getting ESPN my way. Yeah, that's good. Now we get to go. I don't know where to go. Yeah, I see it. Right? Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's okay for you, but me, many times I prefer the crack streams. You at least get them for free. Even though you may have to worry about the buffering and that type of stuff, but still able to watch it with no problem. Still going down. You standing on his head? Yeah, but you were standing right on his hand. Oh, more enemies. You're almost there. Yeah, you're not there yet. Oh, great. We're getting calls. I don't know who that's from, but yeah, okay. Last level. You do that. Oh, you got robots coming at you. Pick them out. Why don't why do we don't make new star? I don't know. No idea. What? Yeah. Nobody likes it when wrestling gets over on their own. Well, probably because they have to make up scripts and that for them to do stuff like that. Say it like how they never suspected that Jey Uso would get over, or LA Knight to be over, that type of thing. Gotta take them out. Take them all out. Above. Ammo. Same with LA Knight. Definitely would agree with that. Camion Cross. Yeah, definitely would agree with that. Down the line, down the line. What the hell I got? You stop it around here. Yeah, I would agree with that. Probably because they never wanted Carrying Cross to get over. And now look at him now. He's probably not. He's probably going to come back and he'll be bigger than ever. Maybe finally give him to be a world champion. Say about how Cody Rhodes was. How you doing, Bow? Are you hanging in there? Come on, come on. You think you guys? That's you dare get on that. Oh, you were the one that shooting. No, it's not. Do you think, guys, that stuff is going to add in Roman Reigns and CM Punk match? Probably not. Never really liked tag teams. They would always break up the teams in favor of single wrestler for over 40 years. Yeah, definitely. But then when they don't do good in the singles run, they bring them back as a tag team. They did that many times before with the Hardys, with Dudley's, Edge and Christian, all of them. They definitely be like that. Many times, put them in a team, and then they'll yeah. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, etc. All great tag team wrestlers made into singles. Yeah, sometimes they do good, but when they drop the ball many times as great singles, they put them back in the tag teams. Kind of like how Bubba and Devon were. When they split them up during the first ever brand split, you ever seen Bubba or Devon win world titles or any singles titles other than the hardcore? Probably not. Wow, we're going on for quite a while now. So anyway, I'm gonna probably end the video now and definitely do this strong stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you again. Shout out to Pez. Shout out to IRAM. All of them. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. And check out my recent video on my channel of the belt giveaway. Enter in for that vote. So far, right now, leading with 3 votes is the SmackDown tag. So again, watch that. Follow me on my social media, like on X at DMTombstone96, and as well on Instagram at Damien96. When I post stuff there, if I post stuff here on YouTube, ring the notification bell so you guys be updated for when I stream and do other videos. Next stream day, definitely going to be on Saturday and Sunday. Anyway, I'm DM Tombstone Belts, and for DM Tombstone Live, signing off. See you guys next time. See you guys next Sunday. Definitely will, Pez. Have a good day, everybody.